74 East. Welcome to the 74 East Show. This is your host, J-Boro.
And this is your co-host, Michael Petey Powell.
Guys, it's been a while since we did the last show. Last show was Fletcher.
Yeah.
Incredible interview. 2025, it's been a year.
Yeah. It's been a year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of eventful things. A lot of what you could call excitement. You know what I'm saying? A few ups and downs. We took some incredible hits over the last year. We have been, off and on with the show more so than we would want.
1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. We started last November, and it's been a wild ride. We brought you some incredible interviews from some incredible people around the county. We got Scotty Logan, we got the mayor, we got Damon Twin, from SMM.
We went up top with that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he hails from Columbus County as
Right.
well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him too as well.
We brought you some incredible people in the community, and we just want to continue doing that. The show is getting reshaped, so the biggest thing I've learned over the course of this year is perseverance and pressing the button is the key. This is deeper than the show.
Oh yeah.
Like we
it's a lifestyle with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle because we try to bring the positive out of everything that we do. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We try to bring and captivate what people the best out of our people and show their good characteristics opposed to the bad characteristics. You know what I'm saying? It's a positive show. We try not to be negative, but we're gonna get a good laugh from time to time,
Yeah.
and we're gonna keep it real. That's what we do on this show right here.
That's all we're gonna do. So it's been a real blessing. Like when my mom got sick, this was my therapy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We started. It was. I don't know if it would have been easier for me for almost 2 years if it wasn't for 74. In and out.
That's natural though.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to take some time off. You was out of the state, traveling back and forth. It kind of put us backlogged on the podcast, and it put us backlogged on the mini series because actually we have the fans and those who love the mini series that's been asking, and we have interviews that was backlogged as well.
Right.
We have some very pertinent and very important people, you know what I'm saying, that need to be interviewed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to give my apologies to the people that I haven't got back to about the interviews. But this is something that we do in our spare time because the bills, them bills still keep coming. So we have to continue our day job. But we have sponsorship spots for those who want to give a sponsorship. And, we have some updating to do with our YouTube because now we can put up our signature Cash App, things of that nature where you can donate to the show. And, you know what I'm saying, we got to the point to where we have enough subs. So like, share, subscribe.
The big fish, small pond.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings, definitely a blessing. It's this is beautiful. We love y'all. It's P.
Yeah.
I'm back to the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It feels different.
Right,
It's,
right. Adjustment.
It's an adjustment. I'm back to the 9 to 5.
But you're a hustler though.
I've been gone away from corporate America for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And just jump right back on into the fight. But it's a blessing though. It's real crazy. All right. Tell me this. What's the best piece of content you think we put out over the course of 2025. I want y'all to put y'all best piece in the comments too. What was your favorite? I'm putting you on spot right now. Take a drink or something.
Man, you know I don't be doing no that. I got some coffee. You know, I got some coffee right here. It's so many, man. Cause all of them hold a special place with me. You know, because this was one of our dreams that came to fruition. It came to a reality.
Right.
So from the first one that we did, you know what I'm saying, when me and you said, man, let's just
We gave y'all the miniseries is incredible.
yeah, definitely.
That was our first time filming anything as far as with production quality, right? We got a special announcement to you guys, and we appreciate you guys watching us begin what we started to begin with the miniseries. We got some surprises for you, but I think the biggest of the surprises is I'll let you do it.
We got a short movie coming up, and my bro, he been throughout everything he been going through. He been working hard on that, and you know sometimes I don't tell you how hard you work, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be the first one to give you accolades on that. You know what I'm saying? You take your time, be up for a day. Sometimes you tell me about how you been writing. You know, because we have our special parts that we play, and everybody on 74 East, you know what I'm saying? They hold a special part that they play with us. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's calling us, giving us, you know what I'm saying, that extra push. Come on, let's go. You know when we gonna do Chanel, Miss Meek, Dave, Disco, Diatri.
Grit.
You know what I'm saying? Grit.
Yeah.
Everybody play a important part. You know what I'm saying? Quana. You know, everybody play an important part because they keep us intact with what we're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, going back to you, you was writing and you told me you had something special. You know, when you say you got something special, I know you brewing something that's gonna be that's gonna be hitting. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's coming to you guys. I don't want to spoil it, you know, but know that we are working. You know what I'm saying? We are working to bring, you know, Eastern North Carolina, the world. You know what I'm saying? Something that you probably ain't never seen before coming from this area.
And it's from us.
Right.
So I watched my mom transition for the course of 19, 20 months. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
I really wanted to get her home. And my mom died a couple months ago. And we've had these breaks, but it's not really been a break. It's been 1 year of all the content that you guys see on the page. And we could have had a lot more, but I was with my mom every day for the most part over the course of those 19 months, 12, 14 hours a day. My sister and my niece, like we were there for my mom. And starting this company, we started this company, and this was so in the fabric of what my life God ordained.
Yeah.
This was so in the fabric, and that gave me a means to put forth the creative effort and us doing what we do. Like, you do things I can't imagine. I do things on the other side, and it's my best friend. So collectively, as we get together, we always thinking about people we want to help.
Oh yeah, we try to make the magic work. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, a gumbo. You know what I'm saying? We try to make it work because we have a vision, and the vision that we're trying to accomplish is still in infancy. You know, it's still in infancy because, man, my foresight and my sight goes way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It goes way out to what I know we can accomplish. They say the coach running the play, it's his play, but the players got to make sure that it's orchestrated. You know
What did he talking about though, P? Come on, man. What did he talk? So y'all seen Diddy back?
and then,
What wrong with?
Hey.
So Diddy, y'all seen him these past couple months, right?
hey, Diddy, man, you know, I don't condone hitting a woman, right? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? In no way, shape, form, or fashion. I try to stay away from these topics. But man, old girl, she kept coming back to Diddy, man. She kept coming, I don't know what it was, but she kept wanting to play in that situation. But it's a serious thing.
It's
though.
a serious thing. All right. You sold kilos of cocaine. You knew about. You had a lot of women.
Yeah, once upon a time.
What make them keep coming back when you ain't shit?
It could be a lot of different things, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to PG that. You know what I'm saying? It could be the lifestyle. If drugs play a part, you know what I'm saying? It could be addiction, which I seen in the Diddy trial. They were addicts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They needed some help. You know what I'm saying? And you know why the government probably didn't win the case, you know, because they came with a RICO. You know, the thing now is RICO, right? You know what I'm saying? But they should have got the nigga. He was a piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? They should have hit him with, you know what I'm saying, the domestic stuff. Cause you can't deny that Diddy wasn't selling no drugs. He was a drug addict. Diddy made money, legal money for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So to come in with that charge, that's why the jury didn't find him guilty of what they was coming at, because sometimes it's hard to fool a jury. You know what I'm saying? To put something on somebody that they haven't actually been doing. But Diddy was a piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. He was that. You know what I'm saying? And the time that he got, I think he probably needed a little more time. But for the charge that he got found guilty of, he got too much time in all actuality. But now, how much time he should have got, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to say, you know, you couldn't probably put a number on it. But at the same time, you got to give people their day in court. You know what I'm saying? And it's also, remember, you got to be forgiving too, because at the same time, it was a lot of participating parties.
But see, the participating.
Right.
My mother was the love of my life. My regard for women is.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of hard when you're from the outside looking in and you trying to define these things, these gray lines.
All right.
What's too much? Well, ain't you supposed to love somebody, and ain't part of love pleasing them and this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. Like this life thing happens so quick, and the next thing you know, you caught off in something crazy.
Yeah, it happens.
Regardless of whatever that was, she kept coming back.
Yeah.
He kept doing it, and she kept doing it, because both, in anyway, be careful.
Yeah. Well, that happened. But now what you think about Fifth? You think about 50 taking, you know, the his documentary, you know what I'm saying? Because they say what come to bite Diddy was they say Diddy got that money, but he don't like to pay. You know what I'm saying? So now Fifth come and give the camera people that was recording Diddy the whole while he was going through his ordeal and get footage, you know what I'm saying, that he wasn't supposed to have, but Fifth, you know, cunning individual, and so he got the footage and made a documentary. You know what I'm saying? They say it's the #1 documentary on what's it on?
Netflix.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna speak to capitalism.
Yeah.
there was an opportunity
Right.
for one brand to whatever, and 50, you diabolical.
Very diabolical.
I love it a little bit, kind of pray, but it's capitalism.
Oh yeah.
It's a move that was made to capitalize off of that was supposed to be made, especially by someone as intelligent as 50. Win, lose, or draw, got a check, and Diddy gonna get another check when he come home, and he come home early probably.
You ain't gonna be able to stop Diddy because Diddy still got money, and then as long as you got money, you know, people gonna flock to you. You know what I'm saying? The move Fifth made, some people say, you have podcasts of people saying it was about the chick, Daphne. You know what I'm saying? Said that Puff, you know what I'm saying, was knocking off, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fifth got a kid by or whatnot. But at the same time, you know, you got to realize when Fifth was trying to come in the game, a lot of jokers were hating on Fifth. New York wasn't giving them a play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, 48 laws of power or something like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say crush your enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time you get a chance. So, Fifth in that position, you know what I'm saying, to crush his enemy, and he doing it. So, you know, with me, you know, not what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful of how you move. You have to be careful how you move because of life. You know what I'm saying? Life has a funny way of you know, circling around, man. You know what I'm saying? So would I do it? Can't say I would. Can't say I would. You know what
I'm pushing the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is.
Right.
Like, it's time for the check a little bit. So it's the holidays. I'm a Christian. Peter's a devout Muslim. That's my best friend. Happy holidays from the full side of the 7 East Show. (2026) by the laws of power, the laws of whatever, supposed to be better than 2025. This is what I'll tell y'all. 2025 was the toughest year of my life. I lost I lost the love of my life. And sometimes when I think about my mom, and P, you know this, every step of the way.
Oh, yeah.
When I think about my mom, to me, she was the perfect human. There was no fault. There was no wrong. The lesson she taught me was invaluable.
Right.
Losing my mom made me feel like that was it. For me, you know, my mom taught me everything I know. It's the Bible, it's my mom, it's my relationship with God, it's all that. And this is what I found out about grief. And it's the toughest thing you ever have to deal with, the loss of your mom, but just grief in general, because I think we all grieving over somebody. You have to be, especially after 40. What they showed you about love. My mom was the only woman, the only person, the only human that has never disappointed me about anything she did or any way she felt about me or anything like that. And one day it stopped.
Wow. I mean, that's the way that it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You have some kids, they very critical of their parents. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what their parents went through. And there's no perfect manuscript. There's no perfect way on saying how I'm going to raise your kid. Because you can raise a kid and be perfect to them their whole entire life. And then they'll find a way to say that you came up short. You know what I'm saying? See, your thing is you looked at it from a standpoint of how your mother, what she went through, and loved her regardless of what. whether it was the good days, the bad days. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she took the time out, you know what I'm saying, to always make sure, whether it was a little or a lot, you still took that in and realized my mom doing the best she can.
Right.
You know, that's the thing now. A lot of times we're not appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, you know what I'm saying, in society, certain kids, you know what I'm saying, grown-ups, we're not appreciative of what has been given to us. You know, because you gotta understand, it's always somebody that would love to be in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how good you're doing or how bad you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always somebody doing worse than you. Whether it's health, if you ain't have your health, you know what I'm saying, you would give all the money up to get your health. You know what I'm saying? And if you got your health, most of the time, people, they want money. You know what I'm saying? They want, oh, I need money, I need money. So the thing is to be appreciative for whatever you got.
I learned something. My mom was quiet.
Yeah.
Strong. She spoke when she needed to speak. She had the heart of a lion. She had the heart of a lion through all of those months when I saw my mom's final days. I've never seen any person fight as hard as my mom fought. And now I look back, she fought for me, my sister, my niece. That was that. So the thing I learned about 2025 is I lost the most beautiful person I've ever loved. And the only way I'm gonna see her again is if I live my life right.
Right.
And make it to where she transitioned to. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, if you have a mother, a grandmother, grandfather, loved ones, period, spend time with your peoples. One day it's going in, and we do not have a choice on what day that is. Peter, you lost your father, your uncle.
All right, I took a lot of losses.
You took a hit.
Back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like every year, you know, it was something, and some of them was close people, but I never disclosed over the last 6, 7, 8 years, you know. So death is imminent, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen once COVID. Seemed like once COVID came in, it even came even swifter. You know what I'm saying? Like since like 2020, seemed like it's been very prevalent. But you gotta learn. You know, we have to learn to live every day like it's your last.
Yeah.
Do unto people like you want to be done to you. You treat people good. You know, practice charity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't take none of this stuff with you. You know, be fair in trade and businesses. If you in some authoritative figure, you know what I'm saying, practice righteousness. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people in power that shouldn't be in power. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not treating people in the right regards. You know what I'm saying? And we all have to be mindful of that. I have to be mindful of it when you're dealing with people, individuals, your kids. You know what I'm saying? The general public, and that's what's going on in the world, and right here in Columbus County. You know what I'm saying? You know, in North Carolina, Columbus County. You know what I'm saying? You see things that's going on, but what we have the power is the power in numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't about race, color, creed. It's about right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's about right and wrong. Who gonna do right and who gonna do wrong? It's a clear distinction about who gonna do right and who gonna do wrong. You know what I'm saying? So if you catch somebody doing something wrong, pull them up. Pull yourself up first. Check yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And right here in Columbus County, you know, we have things that's going on that, you know, that need to be spoke about. And it's gonna be spoken about because people are hip to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's an injustice with, trying to run a business and people coming in and doing little side things to try to hinder you from running that business. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's dealing with, we need the police. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need the police because it's things that happen where you have to call the police. But when I call the police, I want the police to come and serve and protect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I pull up to a business and you got something going on and you handling something, okay, the police might want to take care of that business. But if I ask what's going on, I don't expect because I'm a minority that you turn the investigation on me. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
what we go.
Yeah. So
The other night,
yeah,
right up the street,
right.
you got pulled up. Well, you ain't even get
Nah, I ain't get pulled.
Yeah.
I ain't get pulled. It was I was going to say hello to somebody
Right.
that was having a party. So they had a situation going on at the establishment. So me, you know what I'm saying? I don't be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking the officer, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we got something going on up here. Okay, bam.
Because they was stopped in front of the party.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So me, I'm sitting there getting ready to back up because I couldn't go forward. And so the officer proceeded to shine a light in on me.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I smell weed. Which that's the obvious thing to say because, who if you go into court, that's a base of judgment. Did you smell? But I don't smoke bud. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't never known it. Right.
I don't smoke bud.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm thinking that's the second time it's happened to me.
Right.
I'm 50 plus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've seen a lot. And I did time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing green about me. You know what I'm saying? If you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. So don't come just because you're an authoritative figure or you got your badge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To pull something crazy off. Saying you smell weed when I know it ain't been no weeds been smoked. And then if I'm smoking weed, why would I tell you to come to me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm asking you a question, so I'm thinking the Joker playing. Nah, you know what I'm saying? He real serious. So I'm like, bro, you serious? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And he's shining the light
Shining
in
the
your
light
car.
in my car, in my face. And he was like, you got any guns, weapons, or paraphernalia in the car? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, where this come from, though? I was like, bro, you came over here profiling from, and I asked you a question. I'm asking you here to serve and protect. You work for the public. You're here to serve and protect. So if I was another individual, you know what I'm saying? I'm just be blatant, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because this is how I roll. You know what I'm saying? Not a racist bone in my body, but if I was a white boy, you wouldn't have came at me like that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have never asked me. You would have just answered my question, and that been that. You know what I'm saying? So when I said that, he proceeded, because I'm calling him out on his behavior.
Yeah.
He proceeded to, MF this, such. So I'm sitting back like, dude, I'm old enough, look young, 50 plus years old. I'm probably old enough to be your father. You know what I'm saying? You coming off on me. I want to tell you, put your gun up. Go tell your squad, put your gun up. You know what I'm saying?
And do that
you know what
thing.
I'm saying? And do that thing to you. But I know that ain't gonna turn out right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to talk sense to him, but he acting like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So my point, what I'm getting at is that we as a community, you know what I'm saying, we got to come together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to respect everybody. It don't matter what authority you are. If you're the police, you got to respect the community. You know what I'm saying? Because the community is who's going to help you solve your problems. You know what I'm saying? And we as a community and business owners, we need them to help run the business. But if I'm opening up a business and I'm trying to open up this business and you're not coming to serve and protect, it's hard times out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know how the economy is, right? So it's hard times. So if I call you and I have a problem, it might be something going on. It might be some paperwork or whatever. But in this town here, it's a rural town, the poorest town in North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
You know what I'm saying? The Columbus County is the poorest county in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So how are we not going to help each other out to help me run my establishment? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you don't give people something to do, they're gonna be breaking in your house. Everybody strung out on drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They on fentanyl, meth, heroin, pills, so forth and so on. So if you don't give somebody something to do and you don't let the economy flourish, they're gonna be breaking in your house. And I don't care if you got a pistol, whatever you got, police or whoever, we all in this together. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So at the same time, you got to give respect to get respect, man. You know what I'm saying?
When I think of business in Columbia, small town America,
Yeah.
when I think of business in small town America, that's where you got programs like the SBA and
Yeah.
everything they got going on. All these other programs that actually give great resources for minorities and whomever to start businesses on the other side of the coin. You got bad characters in this whole situation.
Yeah.
Whether or not they from the law, whether or not they from the community or whatever, yada, yada, yada. We always gonna have 1,000 pounds on our back. The fact that we're minority men, we're business owners, we're gonna always have 1,000 pounds on our back. But what you think it's gonna take to make things equal? Strong question.
Exposure, media, you know what I'm saying? WECT, Francis Weller,
Yeah,
Javon and Petey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other podcasters, whoever's for right, you know what I'm saying? Miss the lady we interviewed,
Anaya,
Miss
Kermani.
Anaya, hi Anaya, you know, mayors, you know what I'm saying, going to sit in at these city town hall meetings,
Yeah.
city council meetings, and make sure that we put the right people to vote, put the right people in the right places, make sure we hold them accountable as well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Hold them accountable, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it need to be a thorough vetting before you put a person of authoritative figure, a
Because
police
you-
officer, a sheriff, or something like that in that position because they
Right.
hold a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying?
You don't ever want to keep asking the question of who will watch the watchers.
Right.
If we got to keep asking who will watch the watchers, come on, man, we don't feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the beginning.
Can you imagine me asking a question? You doing
Right.
something, and I'm asking a question like, "What's going on over there?" And you asking me, "Oh, people, what's going on over there?" And I come at you, "What you doing?" You know what I'm saying? What you mean what I'm doing, bro? I'm asking you what's going on, so I
Right.
know, do I need to stay here or do I need to leave? It ain't asking you to go on or you what's going on for you to do an investigation on me. That's profiling. You know what I'm saying? That's profiling. Then when I
Right.
call you out on your behavior, you acting like crazy. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, you know, start cursing to proceed to curse me out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a man. You know, so at the end of the day, you gonna feel some type of way. Who ain't gonna feel some type of way? It don't matter who you are. You gonna feel some. My child would have felt some type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we gotta put people in position. You know what I'm saying? That's accountable. Hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? People that's righteous. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's gonna be. And I say this with all due respect. For the most part, you're gonna get good people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we got to make sure that one bad apple don't spoil the bunch, man. You know what I'm saying? Or two bad apples don't spoil the bunch. But we got a lot of work to do, and that's what we're here for. That's what we started this media company for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To do good vibes. But if the buck and the responsibility fall on us to be the ones to be the beacon of light, hey, man, that's what my last half of life will be for. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's a beautiful thing. This the crazy part. All right, P. Small town America. Glad we own that. 50 plus years, 40 plus years, almost to 50 plus
Yeah.
years. 2026. Everybody got New Year resolution. We've been doing that since we were little.
Yeah, yeah, New Year's,
What's your New Year's resolution?
man. I just, for real, I just wish that I could stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy, stay God fearing. You know, kids good, you know what I'm saying? Help some people become successful. That's my vision, you know what I'm saying? Bring about a light to other people so they can see that we're not all stuck, you know what I'm saying? Because coming from the bottom right here, a lot of times we think we stuck. Guys get stuck in the street. You see it all the time. They're going, it's a recycling, recidivism, going back and forth to jail. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do some cognitive thinking stuff in schools, and I want to do some things with uh, behavior. You know what I'm saying? Behavior issues and stuff of that nature to help kids and grown folks so they can understand that we come from a small town, but it's a way out. You know what I'm saying? But it start with the personal individual itself. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get that vision out. That's what I want to do, and also straighten some things that's going on in our community. You know what I'm saying? Right here, we don't have to go too far because we got a lot going on right here.
Right. For me, I think I want a closer relationship with God.
Yeah.
I definitely want a closer relationship with God. God has fine-tuned things in my life, pieces of my character that I would have never been able to do just me trying and messing it up, right? I want so many things for 2026. I want everybody to get better. I want everybody around me to get better. I want things to take, when people speak things into the atmosphere, I want people to move on it.
Yeah.
I want their breath of air in them to whereas, I bet. But I want to be that piece. I just want to be a reflection of God. I think with the new movie that we got coming out, big cameras, we're going to get into it. I think with the movie we got coming out, I think with the guests we got lined up for 2026, I think for the whole reformation of what 74 East is, 2026 is going to be an exciting year. It's going to be one of them years to whereas they're going to see really what time it is. And we've given them a glimpse, and everything that's changing is 360 degrees of everything that's changing. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring about change and remember that we are the citizens here. You know what I'm saying? You have people that come in, they're not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? They just come here to, for a job. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to make sure that we are policing ourselves, policing our own. You know what I'm saying? In other words, make sure that we feed each other, go check on each other, make sure we're doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I use that word accountable. Hold everybody accountable, man. It don't matter if it's a citizen, your next door neighbor, the police. You know what I'm saying? The city hall, town hall. Hold them accountable, and that's what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to hold those in power accountable, man. You know what I'm saying? And try to be a beacon of light. You know what I'm saying? For this area because we need it, man. I mean, it's in dire needs.
It's super heavy. We everything you see about this show right now, it's changing. We wanted to do 100 shows and then fix everything and whatever, but right now with 20-some, 30-some shows, we just revamping everything. 2026, we got big cameras, we got big actresses, actors, we got big interviews, we got big brand situations. Appreciate y'all for purchasing the merch. We probably got the hottest merch in Southeast North Carolina. It's real crazy. I just want to say thank y'all. This been 1 year. That's it.
Yeah.
1 year.
Oh yeah, it's been 1 year. It's been 1 year. A lot of things have happened. You know what I'm saying? In that 1 year, give a shout out to my family, Dedrick and Sharice, and raising a good young man, and Drake Powell. I don't know if we had a show. I know we had maybe had a show
Drake.
since then. Brooklyn Nets. That's what we are
Right.
here in Columbus County. We go Brooklyn Nets. Nephew doing his thing, having a good season. He had a couple of injuries, but he's having a good season. So y'all turn in and tune in to Drake Powell, number 4 for Brooklyn Nets. Go Nets. New York, what up?
Right.
Yeah.
We love y'all. 2026 is going to be beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. The very next time you click on a piece of content from us, unless you're watching old stuff, it's going to look so super new. We've been taking it serious, but now it's level up season. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to make y'all proud. And 74 East.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that watched the show. I want to give a shout out to everybody that acted in the show. Everybody, all the guests that have been here sitting down with us that we interviewed. Give a shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Keno. We want to give a
Right.
shout out to
Keon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keon, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about Keno.
Keno,
the actor,
Big
know what I'm
Grit.
saying? Big,
Yeah.
Big Grit, you know what I'm saying? Javon, everybody, man.
Yeah.
Everybody that has participated with us, all the young guys, young cats that believe in us. Trust and believe those interviews that we got to get done. I'm not even gonna spoil it, but we gonna get it done. And we gonna end it on this note. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Let's be accountable, because we're gonna hold you accountable and we're gonna hold ourselves accountable. So let's win.
74 East.
Peace.
Happy 2026.